So sure enough, we go over and talk to my parents. I said, hey, I think I want to do this. And they said, yeah, okay, that's fine. Sounds like a good thing to do. Kind of like what your parents might say about what you guys are doing here. It's kind of a cool thing to do, right? Come on, step on up right up here, no problem. Okay, so so I decided to go ahead and do it. So I asked he started the whole program. There was no soccer in this town, Fresno. There was no soccer in the town hardly at all, but he started it. I said, what do I need to know? He said the 5 basic skills: heading, passing, trapping, dribbling, shooting. 5 basic skills. I said, oh, okay. Yeah, I can learn that, 5 skills, just like you guys today. You can learn this. Don't think you can't learn it, because you can learn it. I'll show you exactly what you need to know. As a matter of fact, I can pretty much honestly tell you, most people do not stress enough the importance of how to do these skills correctly, right? If you go out and try to throw a baseball the first time in a game, you're not going to be very good, right? You've never done it before. You don't know how, right? You go out there, well, what am I supposed to do? Well, if you know what to do, it makes it a lot easier, right? So your kids that you're working with will be having a good time, because you're going to be able to teach them how to do it, what to do, and they're going to do it well. And I will guarantee you, pretty much right now, all of you, you're in a better position here to learn these skills than most of the coaches I've ever seen or coached against, because I see so many problems with some of the form that they're using, and I go, oh man, the guy's not kicking it right. Well, guess what? If you're not kicking it right, you're not going to get good results. You want to have good results, right? You want to sit there and go, man, I feel good about what I did, you know? And how's that going to happen to you? Well, a couple things. One is you're going to feel good about the fact, hey, we won, But it goes beyond that, right? Because you guys are role models. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be role models. On the sideline, these kids look up to you. They look up to you, right? The young kids, they look up to you and they go, oh, wow, that's my coach. A coach, that's a high status position to a little guy or a little girl, right? And they want to know, hey, they got bright eyed. Hey, how am I doing? That's what they want to know. They want to know, hey, am I doing okay? Right? Well, you got to teach them how to be good, so they will feel good. And after all, that's the most important thing for a coach, is you want to increase their self-image. You want them to think, I like myself, I like this, what I'm doing, right? I'm a pretty good person. Oh, look, I have talent. I can do things, right? So you want those kids to understand, yeah, hey, I can be pretty good at this, right? So guess what? So you know that it's possible for you to have a winning season for you, because you won all these games. You think, I'm the coach, man. Yeah, I'm the coach. You see my team win? Doesn't matter if the kids don't have a good time and come out of there with a better self-image, because they know you and they experienced you as a coach, right? So you might win every game, but if you're out there yelling at kids and blah, blah, you, what's the matter with you? And stuff like that, like you've seen coaches do in other sports, particularly, or even soccer coaches you may have had. Like, I don't like that person. Why not? He's criticizing me. Well, you should never criticize, condemn, or complain. The 3 C's, cancer, like a cancer. Do not criticize, condemn, or complain. Example, you have some kid goes on the team, says to some other kid, hey, you're no good. No, we do not allow that. As a coach, you need to stop that right away. It's got to be all positive. Negative doesn't work. If you're negative to your kids, they don't like you and they hurt everyone else. And it's stupid for you as a coach, because look what happens. If they don't feel good, they don't play good, right? So they're not going to feel good if you're cussing them out, no matter what. You don't do them any good, right? In fact, after a game, one of the best things you can do is talk to each player somehow and say, hey, you know what I really liked about your play was this, and give them examples. What I like about what you did is this. And even if they did a kind of crummy job, you could still go, hey, I saw some improvement this week over last week. Remember that one play you made where you did this? They might have had one good thing out of 10. You should stress the one good thing. Don't go to 9. Don't sit there and go down that hole going, oh, this is bad, that's bad. The ref's a dud. This is terrible, right? You should have scored. You had it right in front of the goal and you missed it. I guarantee you, some of your best players are going to miss goals right in front of the goal. But you don't cuss them out ever, ever, ever. No negative, no matter what, okay? And that includes dealing with the parents too, right? Some of the parents give you some grief, and you got to let water off a duck's back, right? Like water off a duck's back. Duck doesn't care, gets a lot of water on his back, terrible water, whatever, he swims away, That's you, okay? In your mind, you yourself have to think positively when you're coaching these kids, okay? You got to think like, okay, I got to do the right thing here. It's a matter of discipline now you guys are all good students, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? So as a good student, you've deployed some amount of discipline to be able to figure out what I need to do correctly, right? So you have to engage your mind in discipline to be sure that you're going to be positive no matter what to all these kids. And don't let anybody cuss anybody out or say, you're no good, why didn't you pass to me? Stuff like that. That's all negative. You don't want that. You don't want that. You need to be excited, okay? Now, typically, there are different, even if you're not excited, just smile, raise your voice, and they'll be confused and they'll love you anyway, okay? So you got to act like this is fun. It's going to be great today, guys. You can do that. You can say that. Do you need to practice right now? Some of you guys look like you sucked a lemon today before you got out of bed. Just kidding. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Make it fun, no matter what. Don't sit there with a frown on your face going, I don't know if we're going to win today, Hey, what if we had our best game ever today? Yeah, are you ready for your best game ever? Right? Hey, what if we win today? Won't that be good? Yeah. Did you know that sometimes you have to act excited to be excited? You have to act excited to be excited. Believe it or not. What? Yeah, that's right. Make it a fun thing. And if you act excited, you will be excited. It's just like the guy that has to jump, a guy, what do you call that? A high jump, right? The guy has to come and jump over this high bar. If I had this high bar right here like this, and I said, okay, which one of you guys is going to come jump over this thing, right? Who's going to jump over You're sitting there going, let's see, how am I going to do that? How could I do that, right? Brain has to go first. You got to think about it first. You got to figure out, how am I going to jump this thing? Whoa. Anyway, right? You got to figure it out. So the guy that's jumping this high has already getting in his mind. He's already got the plan, right? Well, your plan in your mind is, I'm going to be excited. I'm going to act excited. And guess what? When you act excited, it's easier for you to actually be excited because you're like, oh yeah, right? That's how it works. Okay? So you got to be excited with these kids. If they score a goal, it's one of the coolest things. My grandson, some good soccer friends sent him for his birthday a little field with little figures like this, little soccer guys, just figures, okay? Little soccer guys, okay? He loves it. You say, hey, watch this guy kick this goal. A little tiny ball like this, little ball this big, He takes the thing, goes like this. Ball goes in the goal. Goal! I tell him, goal! Yay! And he's kind of, goal! Yay! 2 years old. But they love it. They love it when the ball goes in the goal. I say, oh, kick it. Oh, you missed. Oh, you missed. Oh. And then score. Yeah. How cool is that? Okay, so you can win every game and have a losing season if you don't have a good attitude. So just have a good attitude, okay? Now hit that real hard and talked about it a lot. A lot of you guys, I hope you're not too bored about it, but I'm telling you, it's the most important thing for you as coaches, okay? Now that's also good in your life because there's some things, you think about, somebody tells you something, one of the teachers says something to you, and they say, hey, that was a very poor thing you did. Okay. And you're sitting there going, oh, that's not good. I feel bad. Right now, but wait a minute, that teacher, here's what's wrong with that teacher. And they said this about me. You know, you can do that kind of stuff. And you're sitting there, you got this thought that comes into your mind and it's negative. And so what are you going to do with that thought? You're going to let it grow like a weed grows in your garden? No, you're not, right? You don't want any of that negative thoughts in your own brain. It's not going to help you. Get rid of it, okay? Do something else with it. You know how you overwhelm negative? With a whole lot of positive. A whole lot of positive. So if you sit there, I got this thought that came into my mind, it's kind of bad, and I don't like it, but what about this and this and this? And you keep thinking about that bad thought. It's like watering a weed plant. It'll grow and it'll choke out the good flowers, all the other things in your garden, right? That's what's going to happen if you water the weeds. So guess what? Don't water a weed thought. Okay? You don't want a weed thought. You want a good thought. So you take that thought and you capture it. I got this thought, and you jail it somewhere. You put it in jail. You go, you know what? I don't want that anymore. Gone. Don't even think about it, right? Because it'll mess you up. You want jealousy and envy and all these terrible anger, all that stuff. You don't want that, right? In your own brain. So don't plant it anywhere else. Don't plant any weed seeds. Okay, can you guys just repeat that for me, please? Don't plant any weed seeds. Let me hear you. Okay, thank you. Good. If you take anything from here, except this old guy, talking soccer thing, I don't know about this, blah, blah. I wish I could go do something else, watch TV, whatever. The best thing you just learned is don't plant any weed seeds. If there's anything you take away from this, it's probably that, okay? Don't plant any weed seeds. Same thing, don't plant any weed seeds for kids. You don't want to be the reason some kid quits because he thinks it's lousy, because someone told him he's lousy. Don't tell him he's lousy. No way, okay? Well, when I went to school, I loved soccer. And so I was doing these various projects. I went into sociology to do all these projects for soccer-oriented stuff. How do kids learn values? How do kids acquire this or that? Any of you guys want to be a teacher one day or something like that? Okay, cool. So same thing. All this applies. All this, what I'm saying about this soccer applies to that, right? How do kids acquire values? How do they start thinking about themselves? What's the purpose of this, that, or the other thing, right? That kind of stuff. And I studied, I loved it. I loved doing that stuff. And now you guys, all you guys here are in a position to go do that yourselves for all these kids, okay? And if you got 10, and you got 10, you got 10, you got 10, look at all these. All of a sudden, this thing multiplies really well with goodness, right? Good stuff, not negative, not evil, not any junk that's going to drag you down and make you feel crappy. Pardon my language, right? So it's got to be good. It's got to be good. Okay, now, so how do we make it good for these guys? Well, first of all, you got to be happy to see them, right? Welcome. Hey, how you doing, guys? Blah, blah. Great. Okay. Nice. Good thing. Is that hard? Well, act that way, and then it's easier to become that way. Okay? All right. Now, the 5 basic skills. So I went back and talked to the coach after I lost a few games because I'm a competitive person. Who else here thinks of themselves as being somewhat competitive? Okay. If you didn't raise your hand, does that mean you don't care about your grades at school? I think you do. You know what I mean? I think you're competitive more than you say you are, right? So, but I'm competitive in that way. I didn't want to lose because that was a bad feeling, and the kids feel bad and stuff, I didn't like that. Okay? I mean, they get over it 5 minutes later, by the time they get in the car on the ride home, they're feeling good. They're running around, chasing bees and flowers and honey and, grabbing each other and whatever, having fun. Okay. But it might get to you a little bit more because you're older and you go, wow, that was, I should have done this. I should have done that. Don't plant weed seeds. Here's what you should do. Remember the lesson, but not the experience. Remember the lesson, but not the experience. Can you just please say that, everyone? Remember but not the experience. Okay, you know what I mean by that? So you learn from it, but you don't sit there and emote over, oh, that experience was terrible. I learned my lesson, got my lesson, get rid of the rest of it, move on. Okay, right? Okay, any questions about any of that? That's a lot of attitude stuff, but it's very important. Okay, very important. Okay, so I went back to Mr. Young, Harold Young, who ought to be in the Hall of Fame if he isn't already. I should nominate him at least because he started soccer in Fresno, the youth program. And just like I was saying, each of you got 10 kids each, and they all start families plus family members and all that. They start to multiply with good stuff, right? He started soccer in Fresno, and it went crazy, and he affected everybody's lives, including mine. Best thing I ever did was be a coach. Best thing. I might not have been good at this, or that. I couldn't, do this or that myself, but I could sure get out there and coach it because I figured out what to do. And here's what happened. I went to Harold Young and I said, hey, Mr. Young, now I know what to do, but I'm losing. What's going on? What else do I need to know? You know what he said? Guess what he said? Anybody who was here last week know the answer? The 5 basic skills. And he turned and walked away. I said, hey, what? Hey, where are you going? Oh, then I realized he told me what I needed to accentuate and work more on was the 5 basic skills. Heading, passing, trapping, dribbling, shooting, and I'm going to show you all those today quickly, okay? So that you know what to do and you know how to teach this stuff, even if you never played before. And then I want a volunteer who's going to come out and juggle the ball. You guys are pointing this way. Him, no, him, no, him. Somebody. Tony, I have to get Tony to do it. We'll see. Anyway. Yeah, you can juggle. Okay, good. We'll see. Anyway. Okay, so I wore these white shoes, these white ugly shoes on purpose. They're not ugly. They're great. Anyway, but because I want to be able to show you some of the stuff that's important. So if you can't see from there, please do take a look, or else you got to watch this video later, which, put it on double speed or something so you don't have to listen to it too much. Just kidding. But anyway, this is what they call a soccer ball. A soccer ball. Soccer ball. Pelota, whatever it is. Different things. Okay, this is a size 4. Smaller than this one, right? This is a size 5. Bigger. For under 12, I guess it is, right? You use a size 4. And then under 13, you start using this one. So the younger kids are going to use a smaller ball, and these guys are going to use a bigger ball. Okay. Now, this is a ball, by the way, I labeled with an H on it. You can see that. I put an H on this ball because I'm going to use it as a head ball, because you see how it's not pumped up, because I don't want kids don't head the ball anyway. They're too young. They don't let them head it. But soccer injuries don't occur when you're heading the ball. They don't occur from hitting the ball. They occur from, different, like the ball hits you on the side of the head or something by mistake, or some other guy runs into you or something like that. That's where the heading injuries happen. But not just from learning how to head. And if you learn how to head properly, there's a safe way to do it. And you got to do it the safe way, okay? We'll talk about that a little bit. But in fact, let's do that right now while I'm on the topic. So, and this doesn't apply to the younger kids. Okay, well, I'm still going to talk about it because it's an important skill to know. And whoever's going to play in a game later, and they'll play adult leagues and all that later on, believe me, or college or whatever too, who knows, right? Intramural is a big thing. Whatever they're going to do, they need to know how to head the ball, right? So I'll show you. And plus, the heading in the chest trap form is basically the same, So we'll talk about that a little bit. So what I like to do for teaching heading is get a ball like this, because it's, won't hurt no matter what, right? But how do you head the ball? First thing, I'll do this fast because you're not going to care too much about it. The ball's in the air, got to get under it. That's the first thing. Get to where it's landing. Get to where the ball's landing, okay? Best form is lean back, chin down on your chest like this, okay? And then forward motion like this to hit the ball. Where do you hit the ball? Right here where your hair meets your forehead, where my hair used to meet my forehead. Right here, okay? Got it? Boom. I'm not going to come and see, but you know what? Touch that spot on your head, please, so I know you're listening. Okay, perfect, yeah. It's up here. You know why? It's big bone here. Big bone. If you hit this like this big bone, it won't hurt, okay? Now, you don't go wobbly like this. There's no wobbly. Straight on like this, okay? Lean back. You put your arms up like this, out to the side a little bit. Why? Because somebody else is going to jostle you going for the same head ball. You want to be able to push them like this, you know, to get your, you're not really push. Yeah, you're kind of pushing them, but you can't go like this. You can't push them like that. That doesn't work. That's not right as a foul. But you can go like this and you can jostle looking for a head ball, right? Lean back, chin down, and then forward like this. Now you want to level out like this. Level it up, Tony. Okay, he's a level up guy. Nice club name. Okay, anyway, so lean back and you want to go straight ahead like this, okay? Lean back, chin down, boom, okay? Keep your head level. Don't go like this, wobbly like this. This is not around the world kind of a globe thing. This is just a straight ahead boom, okay? Got it? Now, if it's coming in from the side like this, you don't try to flick it. You try to move like this and boom, head it this way, okay? So it's coming across like this, you're boom, going like that, okay? Feet placement is important. Happy feet. Happy feet, I tell the kids, right? Happy feet. Okay, got it? Now, it's like a rhino horn. By the way, I tell them motion and movement at the time of the hit. I call it mammoth, even though the acronym isn't exactly right. But motion and movement at the time of the hit, what does that mean? I want you to hit the ball. You attack the ball. Don't let the ball attack you. Okay? You attack the ball. Don't let the ball attack you. Okay? Don't let it just hit you. That's not good. You want to go boom. You want to have like a rhino horn, I tell the kids. Rhino horn. Boom. Okay? Level. Now, when you're heading for a goal, you head down. Why? A goalie like this can get these easy. But if a goalie has to go down like this to get the ball, that's harder, right? So you try to head down. You want to get on top of the ball and head it down if you're heading for goals. Okay? All right. Now, chest trap. So that's number one. Heading, already talked about, right? Now you know how to do it. Okay? Now, second, chest trap. Guess what? Get to where the ball's landing. Happy feet. Lean back, chin down. Ball comes in like this. Chest trap, it's called. When the ball hits you, if you're trying to be Superman, you know, it's going to hurt. But if you sit there and go like this and have your chest act like a pillow, if you take on your couch, if you take a hard ball, there's a pillow on your couch and you throw that ball to that pillow, what do you think the pillow's going to do? It's going to like this, right? Kind of what was it again? Convex or concave? Oh, okay, one of these. Anyway, you got to have your chest act like a pillow, kids. Okay? I'm talking to you like something you can say to your kids too, right? So, ball comes in, lean back, chin down, arms up, same thing, right? You're not pushing, but you're kind of like, okay? You're up against that person. It's okay to do that, right? Chest trap. Chin down on your chest. Don't let them try to chest like this with your chin out. You don't want that. Chin down. Boom. Now, if the ball hits in here like this, that's not a handball. Okay? Now I have my arm starts somewhere in there, but I also have chest type stuff over here, right? So this is not a handball. Okay? Comes in, not a handball. Okay? This is a handball. You redirect the ball from doing something somewhere, something like that. It's going to be a handball, okay? But here's not. So lean back, chin down, collapse your chest like a pillow, and the ball drops down like this. Now you're ready to go do something, okay? Now, so that's heading and trapping. Now we got 3 more left, okay? One of the important things you need to know, it's very important about soccer, is that soccer is keep away. And you can tell your kids that, it's keep away. Okay. Now, if I wanted to play keep away, I wouldn't bunch up with a bunch of guys. Let's say all these are players, right? All these are players right here. I wouldn't bunch up and try to pass the ball 1 foot or 2 feet because the other teams could just get it from us easily, right? But if we spread out, if these guys get all spread out, like way spread out, guess what? Now there's nobody near me. So my teammate can pass it to me and I can get it. And I can avoid the other team. I can move around. I can go this way, avoid the other team, right? So you want to have the kids spread out, right, and play keep away. Now, not every player is going to be able to move the ball correctly in that kind of a situation where you want them to play keep away, right? So they need to know how to kick the ball because there's going to be a lot of kicking going on, especially in the younger groups, before they can do anything else. They got to learn how to kick, okay? Some kids are good at it, some aren't. By the way, you really want to have both feet taught to these kids, both feet. Don't let them just get away with 1 foot and always kicking like this no matter what, so they can move like this before they kick, okay? No, The ball comes out here, you gotta hit it left-footed, okay? Don't let them get away with only 1 foot. Make them use both feet. Tell them, okay? Tell them, I want you to use both feet. Now here's the thing. Some of them have a mental disposition not to want to do it, okay? Because they don't think they can. And they tried it. It's not as good as their right foot, you know? So that's why they are having issues with trying to kick it left-footed. But I tell them this, the only difference between a guy or a girl who can kick the ball with their weaker foot, is that the person who is better at it has tried it more times, okay? If you try it more, you get better at it. So make them do it, okay? Make them do it, okay? Any question on that? That's very important because you can't really play soccer one-footed. Some people try, but they're really not that good at it. You need to use both feet no matter what, okay? Have them use both feet. Okay, now, how do you kick the ball? Very important thing, most important thing. I don't know if anybody remembers it from last week, some of you that were here, but what's the most important thing about kicking a ball? Kind of an open-ended question. You got any answers? Hitting it with your toe? No. What? What else? No? Okay. Where do you put your plant foot? Where you put your plant foot is the most important thing, okay? So watch. If I'm going to kick this ball into that goal right there, okay, and I'm going to pass it, though, easily, because it's so close, there's nobody there, it's just easy for me to kick it in, right? So an accurate pass is a short pass. Short is a short pass kick, we call it, okay? So I'm going to come up to the ball like this, and I'm going to put my foot right here. Can you see that? That's my plant foot. I'm ready to kick it. See that? See where it is? It's right next to the ball. This right across from the ball, straight. I don't have it back like this or way up here, okay? It's right next to the ball. Also on shooting kicks, same thing. Plant foot right next to the ball, okay? 85%, I would say at least 80% of the kicks that your kids make, and they do it wrong, or it's a problem, goes the wrong way or something like that, it's because they didn't put their plant foot in the right spot. Okay? That's the most important thing. Remember that, please. On any kicking for your kids, that ought to be elementary, first thing, besides positive attitude. Next thing is plant foot next to the ball. Okay? Plant foot next to the ball, right next to it, like this. Okay? Now, I'm going to come through like this on a pass kick because I want to be accurate. I want the most surface area, highest amount of surface area hitting the ball. Because, you know, if I'm trying to hit this here, do it this way. Here's my famous golf putter. Okay, see this? Yeah, I know it's soccer, but this is a golf putter. Now watch. Okay? This thing here like this, I can hit the ball with this big part. The big part right here, right? That part there, I can hit the ball with that. But what if I tried to poke it like this to make it go in? To hit it with just with this pointed part? That's no good, right? It's going to be harder for me to kick that ball correctly in the right spot going like this. But if I use the wide part, this part, boom, a lot easier, right? So guess what? On a pass kick, you're going to use your foot here to here, all that, the whole foot. See that? Whole foot, not this little tiny part or this little tiny part, a big part right here. See that? Big area from here to here, okay? So you're going to have them kick the ball like this, straight ahead, so they can hit the whole part of their foot, okay? Got it? Like this golf putter, okay? This way. Now watch. This is important. See where my knee's pointing? My knee's pointing way out this way, okay? That way. 90-degree angle. 90 degrees. You guys know what that is, right? Okay, 90 degrees. Now, like this is different. Okay? On a pass kick, you want this, right? Now, watch. Straight line with my heel. I want to draw a straight line with my heel like this. Straight. I don't want my heel to turn this way. When I'm trying to kick the ball straight with all of my surface area on my shoe, I don't want it going like this. I might spray the ball somewhere or something like that. I don't want that. I want it to go right where I want it to go. So I need to hit the whole surface area the whole time. Follow through. Follow through. You don't just go like this and stop. You got to go all the way like this. Okay? See that? Like this. See this putter? See this putter? This putter is going to be your foot, your leg. Okay? Now, when I'm trying to putt the ball, I don't go like this. See where my putter's going this way like this? I don't do that. I don't want that. I want to go straight because I want this part of this thing to hit that ball for as long as I can. As long as it can be on there, that's what I want, okay? So I want to go straight, okay? Now, if I had a pencil or a pen on the back of this thing here, I would be drawing a straight line on the ground, okay? With a pen on there or pencil or something, right? I don't want to draw curvy lines on a pass kick. You got it? Okay? I don't want to draw any curvy lines like this. Straight ahead, like the putter. Therefore, when I kick the ball, I want to go straight, right? I want to go straight like this. Straight line. No curvy lines. Got it? Crucial, as they say in Jamaica or other places. Okay, got it? Okay, straight ahead like this. Straight line. Draw the straight line, guys. Okay, let me see it. Let me see you do it. Okay, not bad, but you did a little too much of this at the end, right? You don't want this. This is not like an Irish dance or something. This is straight ahead golfing with a putter. Okay, let's see. Straight ahead, surface area, the whole thing. Okay, not bad. This guy here, he might be my juggle guy. Let's see. All right, go ahead. Let's see. Nice. You played before, huh? Who else? Let's see. Straight ahead. Good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, good. Okay. Now you can correct them, right, when they're doing it. Say, hey, you know what? No, you need to do this. Make a straight line, guys. See who can do it. Which one of you guys can make a straight line, right? Now, sometimes I'll do this on a line on the field. I'll tell them, let's walk around the field like this on the line. Show me that you keep your heel on the line the whole way, right? Keep your heel on the line the whole way, straight, right? Keep your heel on that line. Make them do it, okay? Very important. That's the most accurate way of passing, is that, a short pass kick like that, okay? Now, that's 3. We've already had 3 skills, right? Okay, now, heading, passing, trapping, dribbling, shooting. Okay, so I'll do dribbling fast. Oh, you know what? No, let's go shoot. Let's go shoot. Okay. In shooting, what's the most important thing to know about shooting? The same thing as a pass kick. What would it be? Huh? Plant foot. Who said that? Oh, he might be my juggle guy. We'll see. Okay. All right. Who else? Question? Okay. Plant foot. Where do you put your plant foot in a shooting kick? Does anybody know? Where? Right next to the ball. Thank you. Oh, yeah. All right, perfect. Yeah, it's the same. Exactly the same as a pass kick. Okay. If I'm talking about a hard shot on the ground now, okay, I'm not talking about trying to chip in the air or something. I'm talking about a hard shot on the ground. Okay. Shooting, right? Boom. Ball, foot next to the ball, like this. Now watch. This time, when I kick the ball, my knee is not going to be facing out that way somewhere. It's going to be straight ahead. By the way, on your plant foot, make sure your toe is pointed where you want the ball to go. Toe needs to be pointed where you want the ball to go. I want it to go that way. I need to have a straight thing here like this. Okay? Same thing over here. Okay? All right? So watch. Now watch. So when I kick this ball, I'll do it from here so you guys can see. Hopefully you can see this, right? Plant foot next to the ball. I don't need this putter anymore. Plant foot next to the ball. Now look where my knee is. See that? Straight over the ball. Not this way like a pass kick, remember? Right? Can you see it? Okay. Knee over the ball, straight this way. Okay? Toe is down and out that way. Toe down and out that way. Okay? Why? Because I want to hit the ball on my inside laces. Okay? Inside laces. Show me. Touch your inside laces, please. Good. Good. Sorry. Yep, good. Yeah, show me. Show me with your hand, though. Can you show me? No, I mean, show me where your laces are, where you're going to hit the ball. Yeah, inside laces. Okay, good. Good. Yep, inside. Yeah, good. Okay. Inside, toe down and out. Okay, now, just like I told you that my heel has to be a certain way, facing a certain way, this time my toe needs to stay on the straight line. Okay? Remember I said heel has to be a certain, go straight, right? On a pass kick. This time I'm kicking it this way. I want my toe to be straight. Okay? So when I kick the ball, I don't want to be going like this. I call it going to Bakersfield. I can do that. No offense. I'm from Fresno. Same thing, whatever. Okay, so right here, I want to go straight like this. I'm kicking it that way. Toe pointed that way with my plant foot. Toe down and out. Knee over the ball. And body, by the way, body over the ball too. Very important. Don't let the kids go like this. A lot of kids kick like this for some reason. I don't know why. It just doesn't make any sense. Don't do that, right? Don't let them do that. And so you got to get over the ball. It's more like, secret agent, ready to go, or something like that. Some kind of, ready position, like this. Okay. That's what you want to be. Body over the ball. Okay. Toe down and out, knee over the ball, straight. Now, when you hit it, straight ahead, boom, like this. Okay. See this straight line? Straight line towards the goal, right? This is where I want to go. Boom. I want my toe to follow that line. Okay, so when we go around the field, on the outside of the field, where the lines are, I tell them, stay on the line. Okay, next one, stay on the line. Next one, keep walking around the field, making sure that that they're doing it in a straight line. Okay, any questions about that? Okay, now watch. One more thing on this. Okay, we're gonna do I'll show you this thing is it's a heading ball, but I'm gonna kick it anyway. Okay, now watch. Okay, you see these? I set these up a certain way. See how this is this way? I don't know if we lost our cameraman. It's this way, right? See that? Goes this way. I set that on the field like this. Why? Because after the kick, you want to end up on the straight line you came in on. Remember, there's a lot of straight lines we're talking about here. Straight line. So your body needs to be on the same straight line, okay? Your toe is going that way, but your body is going to try to stay on this line, the same line you came in on. So on a shooting kick, you don't usually line up like this, because you remember you're going to put your toe down and out, right? So you line up off to the side like this. This is more like a 45-degree angle. Okay. Okay. Come up to the ball, plant foot, boom. And then after you kick it, guess what foot you end up on? Anybody know? After I kick this ball, I'll be in the air, sort of, right? Watch this. Come to the ball, I'm gonna go. Guess what? I'm going this way. That might have been a lousy kick, but anyway, I'm going that way. Keep your body going straight. Uh-oh, this ain't gonna work. Okay, your body has to be straight. Okay, hips, same line. Don't let your hips go, the kids' hips go this way after they kick. That's not good, okay? Because they can spray the ball wherever. Don't let them do that. Also, last thing I'll tell you on the shooting, if you're kicking it right-footed, use your arms. Why? Arms? In soccer? Yeah, because watch. If I have my arm down here like this, down here when I kick it, my hips don't sway as much, do they? So that's a really good thing to know, is that you got to have your left arm way down like this at the time you hit the ball. Okay? Because y'all don't want them going like this. Wrong thing, right? Remember I told you got to end up straight, right? So you're going to go boom like this. Look what foot I ended up on. You see that? I end up on my right foot, my shooting foot. Watch. See that? Like this. Okay? It's not this. Watch this. This is wrong. That's wrong. Don't let them do that. Okay? Body over the ball, head down, body over the ball. Boom, like this. End up on the shooting foot. Believe it or not. Okay? That's the best thing you can do to help these kids know how to kick the ball. Don't forget the arms. Okay? All right. Heading, passing, trapping. Oh, dribbling. Okay. So dribbling is just basically the art of keeping the ball to yourself, right? Shielding other people from getting the ball. Okay? You might need to move the ball, dribble to a certain position or something like that, to a certain place on the field. So you use both the outside of your foot and the inside. Both feet. Okay? Outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, like that. Okay? And this is a good thing too, to have the kids do this. Toe tappers. So they understand where the ball is, like this. Okay, you guys, jump in the air. Who can do this? You know, don't let the ball move. Don't let it move. Uh-oh, it's moving. Look it. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. You know, that's a good thing to do too. But the best thing you can do for overall control, which is the name of the game in soccer, control, you know what it is? Juggling. All right. So these two guys. Oh, this lady, you played before though. Oh, sorry to hear. ACL? Oh, no. Oh, no, you don't need to. No, it's okay. You're not comfortable. We're going to make these guys do it anyway. You know, I saw them talking to each other a little bit. Oh, shoot. Hope he doesn't pick me. So do you guys have a favorite guy to try it? Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it. Doesn't mean you're going to be good at it, but I'll show you how.
Right here. He's one of my players, so he needs to learn.
Who's one of your players?
Raise your hand.
This guy? Well, he was trying to avoid it, or what?
Oh yeah.
Well, these guys I already had these guys fingered. Okay. So let's have one of these guys. Okay, one of you guys come out. Who's it going to be? One guy. All right. Okay. Well, let's vote. Raise your hand if you want this guy in the jacket. One. Okay. Raise your hand. You want the guy with the hat. 2-1. Okay. Hat guy. Let's go, man. You're in. Okay. You're lucky. You're going to be an internet star and stuff like that. Okay. Right. Okay. Are you an influencer?
No.
Well, you're going to be now. Okay. Juggling is very important. Have the kids do this. Juggling is trying to keep the ball in the air without letting it hit the ground. That's what juggling is. Okay? So you're going to kick the ball, kick the ball, kick the ball, just low. Keep it. Okay, ready? Keep it low. Try to kick it only about this high. You're not nervous, are you?
No.
Okay, he's not nervous. Okay, only about this high. Okay? Don't kick it up this high. It's too high. Okay? Keep it low. Now, when you kick, you want to be over the ball. Boom. Watch my body. Boom. 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 I'm kicking the ball. Okay, got it? See how I'm bending over a little bit? See my head bobbing or whatever? I'm doing this here. That's how you juggle. Okay? Keep it low. All right? You don't need to knee it. A lot of times they'll knee it. I don't think that's so good, to be honest with you. Just juggle. What you want is power to the punch. You want them to be practicing stuff that's the most important thing for them to know. And that's it, pretty much. Juggling. Best thing you can do. Okay? Now, sometimes you say, hey, who can get to 10? Actually, 10's pretty high for first timers. Who can hit 3? Who can juggle 3 times in a row, hit the ball 3 times before it hits the ground? You know, let's try that, right? And you see who can do it, whatever, you know. It's, oh, good job. Oh, not bad, you know. But correct their technique, correct their form. Say, hey, that was very good, but maybe what you should do is do this. Do it this way, okay? Something like that, okay? You could practice this yourself, because when you go to a coaching class or something like that, they make you do stuff like this, okay? I had to do it for 3 days. I had a class at Stanford, actually, for 3 days, coaching course. And it was rough, man. I mean, they had me doing stuff like, oh, man, you know, I'm glad I came in shape. You know, most of them dropped out. Over half of them dropped out. You know, one guy I know, man, just think a whole week's vacation shot. And he added some colorful language after the shot. So he was pretty mad. But, you know, he was an older guy, didn't know how to do it. So you should learn how to do it, okay? You should learn how to do it. So watch. Ready? Ball's like this. Kick it. Now, I also think that alternating feet is a good thing, okay? And this is another tip, very important. Ready? After you kick it, put your foot down immediately. After you kick it, put your foot down that you just kicked it with quickly, because now you're ready for the next kick. Don't bounce like this. Bounce like this is no good. Do not bounce, you know, trying to do this. No good, okay? Boom, like this. See how body over the ball? Okay, this guy's got it. I could tell you got it, man. You got it. Okay, what's your name?
Manaf.
Okay, Manaf, you got it, man. This is gonna be great. Okay, let's see if you try to do it. Wait a minute. So how's the camera doing on this guy?
Good.
Back up a little bit this way, or okay? All right. Oh, another important rule. I always tell the kids, don't hit the coach. Don't hit the coach. Okay. Every once in a while, some kid will kick one. Ow! You know, you don't want that. You know what I mean? Don't hit the coach. Number 1 rule. Number 2, have fun. But number 1 is don't hit the coach. Just saying. Okay. All right, let's see what you got. Oh, look at that. Okay. He did a couple things wrong. Not bad. No. I see he's got some good touch. He got good touch. But he hasn't done this before.
It didn't go down.
Yeah, right. You got it. You got to put your foot down quickly, right? He's trying to go like this too much. That's bouncing. You don't want to bounce. Boom, boom, boom. Kick it a little higher, you know. Waist high probably is good. Yeah. Keep your toe down. Okay, not bad. He's bouncing and he's leaning backwards. Don't bounce and lean backwards. Stay over the ball as much as you can. Okay, go. Let's see. Good. Feet down, foot down. Not bad, not bad. Okay, good touch, but that needs a little practice, but that's not bad. So what you're trying to do is you kick the ball, not with your toe or anything else, right? Same place. Same place you kick the shot kick, right? Laces. Okay, do it again. Foot down, foot down. You're trying to be too cool, man. You got to put your foot down. Okay?
It's muscle memory.
Yeah, it is muscle memory. Good point. Muscle memory, huge. Okay, go ahead. Good. Yep. Quickly put it down. Right. Not bad though. I like this, man. Oh, look at this guy. Put it down. Put it down. Lean over. Lean forward. Oh my gosh. Okay, we just created a pro. We created a pro. This guy's a pro, man. You see that? How cool was that? Huh? Good job, man. Chest trap. Oops. Okay. Anyway, good. Hey, good job, man. Pretty awesome. You see that guy? I picked the right guy, I guess. All right, who's next? Just kidding. Don't worry. This guy's good at it, though. I bet he's good. The guy you pointed out, I bet he's good, too. Okay, anyway, so juggling, very important. Have the kids get some homework. That's pretty good homework. Juggle the ball. Juggle the ball. But make sure they do it right, okay? Don't give them any bad habits, okay? This guy's got good touch with the ball, but he had never really ever done it before. And then once he learned how to do it, it looked pretty good, right? So your kids can do that. You should try it. You should try it. Go in the backyard. Come over here. You got a beautiful facility here, except for the gopher holes. Watch out for those. They hurt your ankle. But come on, somebody laugh, okay? If you're laughing with a mask on, all right, that's I'll take that. Anyway, okay. Does anybody have any questions about any of that stuff? So just to sort of reiterate, summary. How much time we got? We done? Yeah, we're done. Okay. Summary. Here it is. Be positive. Don't allow any negative on your team. Okay. Might have to act excited to be excited, but you can do it, right? And it's fun. Spend some time on it. But maybe watch this tape again just so you know how you're supposed to do it correctly. Have the kids do that correctly, and then maybe next time Tony or somebody will talk about what are some good drills. You know, how would you structure a practice your first time? You never had to run a practice before. What do you do, right? Well, we can work on that. Okay, we'll have some good ideas on how to do that, and it'll be easy for you guys. It'll be easy, but and it's also fun. And it's the most, I'm telling you guys, it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done. I get invited to weddings. There's a guy that's now coaching the Fresno City College guy. I'll just say, this guy Sully just retired just this year, but he was great. I had him under 14. He was my center fullback under 14, and he was the Fresno City College coach, and they won championship after state championship, man, over and over, because he said, you know what? That year under 14 was the best year I ever had. Best year I ever had. He's 50 something years old. He said he still remembers. That was the best year he ever had. You can ask him. I'll give you his number. You can call him and ask him, hey, it was the best year ever had. He'll tell you. That under 14 year. You know why? Because it was all positive. It was all positive, and those guys knew what to do because we taught them. We taught them. Okay? Sometimes I would get down like this with a ball, and I go, okay, let's see your form. Go ahead, kick it. Don't hurt me. Kick it. Show me where you're going to put your foot. Show me how you're going to kick this. I did that because I want to make sure, hey, they need to do this right. Okay? So anyway, what was I saying? Summary. Okay, so the 5 basic skills will help the success. Heading, passing, trapping, dribbling, shooting. Don't even need the heading, so you guys only need 4 things to do, right? Pass kicks, shooting kicks, very important. Chest traps, not as important because it doesn't happen as much. But I should have highlighted those. The pass kick and the shooting kick is better. The most important thing you can work on. Okay? Soccer's keep away. It's control. Keep them under control. No negative, no matter what. No negative. You know what I mean by that, right? No negative? Okay. Their self-image is the most important thing. And you'll feel good. They come out of there, and you'll get invited to weddings and other parties and whatever else because they'll go, wow, I had a great coach. How cool is that, right? It's life lessons. It's life lessons, right? Good attitude, fun. You won't believe what it does to you to see a kid's face who just scored his first or her first goal. You won't believe what it does to you. You sit there going, oh man, I'm melted. And I thought I was a tough guy, I'm a tough guy. The kid scored a goal, oh God, it's almost like that. You're so excited for him. Okay? Does anybody have any questions? Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Well, I like the idea. What I do is I have them stand there, okay? And I'll go up and say, okay, here you go. And I'll lean back, chin down. Show me what you're going to do, how you're going to do this. And I go, here, we're going to hit here, right here like this. Boom. Collapse your chest like a pillow. Usually they can understand what that is. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, in a game like 7-year-olds, they're probably not as likely to have that kind of come up. But if they've done it before, they won't hand the ball and stuff, So I think it's a good thing to teach them. I never held back from chest traps, and I think it's a good thing to do because I think it's very helpful for them for overall control. And also, by the way, you don't head the ball just because it's in the air, right? A lot of cases, guys will head it or ladies will head it just because it's in the air. Well, I'm going to head this because it's in the air. No, what's better is chest trap, bring it down. Now I have control. Because when you head it, the ball bounces away somewhere. You don't know where it's going to go necessarily, right? You don't know where it's really going to go. So you're much better off if you can keep control of the ball yourself. So a lot of people will head it when they should be doing chest traps. Okay? And you played before. You have any questions? Was there anything in there that's different from what you ever were taught before? Similar, but better, right? It was better today? Okay, don't tell them I said that. All right. Anything else? Are you sick? You're out here with a... Thank you for coming, man. You're out here. I'm proud of you for that, man. That's awesome. Anyway. Oh, by the way, yeah. Okay, don't cancel practice or something like that with no good reason, right? If you be a person of your word. If you say I'm going to do something, be there, okay? Like Tony. Tony's one of those guys, okay?
I just want to show up.
This guy's a great guy. You guys are in the right place, man. I'm telling you, this is a great guy to have on your team right here. And he is on your team in every sense of the word. So that's an awesome thing. Okay? Come in a little closer. Any other questions? No? I think about it. I'll give you a second to think about it. Because now you're all experts, or you will be after you go back and watch the tape. Yeah, I'm here to help everybody. So if you have any questions, you know. Yes, sir. Oh, for their left foot? Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I like what you said too about muscle memory. That's a very good point. I like to see them do a lot of muscle memory stuff without the ball. Okay? So you're asking about a drill, what kind of drill or whatever you could use. The first thing I would do is I would have them do the form first. Make sure that hey, you're going to have to use your left foot. So show me your left foot, okay? Show me the straight ahead with a pass kick. Show me the straight ahead with your toe on the shot, with your arm down, you know. Show me that stuff. Have them do that first, right? And then, you know, anytime in a game or anything like that, you see a guy kind of go like this so he can try to kick it right-footed, that's messed up. You tell him, hey, that should have been left foot. Okay, sometimes I'll penalize them at the end. Oh, by the way, at the end of the practice, always have a scrimmage. Always. Okay, because they're there for fun. And scrimmage is fun. Now, they're playing if they're doing a scrimmage thing, right? So always end with a scrimmage. Don't scrimmage the whole time, you know, but scrimmage at the end for sure. And then I would, I even have a whistle, and I blow the whistle. I say, hold on, nobody move. That should have been a left foot. Let's do a left-footed. Let's do a left-footed, guys. Everybody here. Not just him, all you guys. That kind of thing, right? Take the pressure off that one kid that I just spoke to. I don't want him to think, oh, shoot, you know, everyone's looking at me and I screwed up. I don't want that, right? So, but, you know, you're going to do shooting type stuff where, you know, you can throw the ball this way. He's got to shoot the ball left-footed. Make him do both every time. Make him do the right side, left side, you know, do that. But I like muscle memory. And I would tell them, give them homework. Your homework is muscle memory. I want you to remember you got to go straight ahead. That foot has to be planted by the ball, right? But I want a straight line. I want over the ball, body over the ball. Show me you can do it and practice this. Straight ahead. See if you can do it straight. Because I see some of you guys got a little bit of a crooked thing on it, right? And it's even me. I've been doing it for a long time, okay? And I played competitive too. So, I mean, it's like, man, I should know better, right? But it's got to be straight ahead, okay? That kind of answer your question? But use your creativity too. Figure something out, you know? And ask Tony, ask other coaches, you know, if you have a question about that. The other thing I do that sometimes in a scrimmage is I'll say, weak foot only, weak foot only. That's good, right? Because that makes them, in other words, hey, you can't use your right foot. Sorry. Blow the whistle. Stop. It's weak foot only, right? Now, they don't like that the whole time. Don't do weak foot only. But there are different variations of scrimmaging that are really good. Weak foot only, two touch, which means you can touch the ball once and then you got to pass. Don't touch it 3 times. Oh, foul. Other team gets a free kick, right? That's a good one. Every head goal counts as a goal, another goal. You know, don't do that. Let's see, what else? What am I missing on those? Weak foot only, 2 touch or 3 touch. Oh, and then I'll say, you know what? 5 consecutive passes is a goal. If you can pass to your own team 5 times, you get a goal. Okay? Yes, you can kick it in and have a goal, but also if you can pass to your other guys, your own team, without anybody else touching it, 5 times. And I'll count it out. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, intercepted. Okay, starts over. Okay, okay, go. 1, 2. Oh, intercepted. Right. So it starts over. Okay, you let them keep playing, but it's like, okay, no, you don't have a goal. Keep playing. Right. Okay. Hold on. I think you were next, right? Come closer, please. Sorry. Everybody take 3 steps forward, would you? Okay, go ahead.
So what if the kid doesn't feel like as confident, even though like, you visibly notice it that they're not confident enough, like with like with their shooting skills
Okay. Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
What can you do for that?
Okay,
Like,
good question.
yeah.
Okay, so the question is, what if a kid that doesn't look very confident, but they're actually probably not that bad, but they don't think they're very good? Well, remember what I said? Overwhelm negative with positive, right? If there's negative, overwhelm with positive. It's a similar principle. The more positive, the better. If you tell them, "Wow, that was good. Hey, you're doing great. You're doing better than you think you are." Call it out like it's real before it is real. Right? Call it out like it's real before it is real. Wow, you're doing a great job. Hey, I noticed a lot of improvement over last time. Yeah. Hey, good job, man. You're doing a good job. By the way, you should never compare yourself to other players. In your brain. Don't even do that. They shouldn't do that either. He's the best guy on our team. That's negative. We're all on the same team. Don't say that. We're not all equal, obviously, but I wouldn't let them do that. But I just keep telling them, hey, that's good. Hey, good job. That was a good one. That's better than the last one. I can see you're going to be a good player. I can see you're going to be a good player because they just did something good, right? Now, if they're really horrible, terrible, hey, good effort, man. Good try. That was a good try. Oh, okay. So it's okay to try? They're thinking, yeah, it's okay to try. Go for it, kid. Yeah, you got to be there. You're their biggest fan. Okay, their parents are too, but their parents are going to be negative, not like you. No offense to parents. Cut the tape. No, but parents can be very negative. You don't want to be negative. You want to be positive the whole time because you're their hero. Okay. Sorry, were you next? Okay, I'll get you.
Yeah, you said that you should never criticize the players. Where's the line between criticism and advice?
Ooh, good question. Good question. Okay. So what I do is I try to avoid the criticism, right? As you know. So what I'll say to somebody is, oh man, okay, you know what? You should do it this way. Remember we said blah, blah, blah? Do it like that. Okay. I didn't tell them, hey, you just really screwed up. You're terrible. You look bad. You, I got to be positive somehow, right? So I tell them, hey, not bad, not bad. How about if you do it this way or try this? Oh, you know what? Remember I said straight line? Try to do straight line. Let's see. Oh, show me right now without the ball. Oh, I see you're kicking straight line. Oh, good. Your toes straight. Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Do that. Okay. Does that answer your question? Yeah. It's just a different way of thinking. It's like, I got to make this positive no matter what. Okay. By the way, this is a life lesson. One more thing. In every adversity, every bad thing that happens, every adversity, there's the seed of an equal or greater benefit. A seed that grows of an equal or greater benefit. That's how the world works. That's how it works. So you might not see it at the time. That's why it's just a seed. I don't see anything. The seed's in the ground underneath. Can't see it. But in every adversity, there's a seed of an equal or greater benefit. I'll tell them that too. You know what? We're here to learn. There's no such thing as losing. There's learning. Remember I said, remember the lesson, but not the experience? Same thing. Okay, don't think about that. Let's think about this. In fact, you know what? One of the things that I learned from Positive Coaching Alliance thing, I did it anyway, but then they accentuated it, was, you know what, guys? After a bad game or something, we lost. You know what? You know what, guys? We're going to be better next week. We learned a lot in this game. What I like about you is this. That play was cool when you did this and that. I'm really excited about your improvement. All this stuff has been great. So you know what I want to do? I want to flush that game. Like a toilet. take this game and flush it. And let's move on to the next game. Okay? Because I know we're going to win next. I think we're going to win next week. The more we do the things right, the more we're going to win. And this is true. I said this last week. If you play smart, you win. If you play smart, you win. Okay? So play smart. Think about it. You know, you guys will be. When I was doing the coaching stuff, I thought about it a lot. I put on the headphones, listen to music. I'm a music guy. So I'd be sitting there like this, you know, man, oh, okay, this kid here, oh, that was great. This kid's going to do this, you know, that kind of stuff. Now, you know, you don't have to do that, but it just, for me, that's what I kind of ended up doing because I was thinking about it a lot, right? So be creative, right? Even your question, be creative. Like, what else can I come up with, you know? Because now you know your perspective is different when you know you got to do positive. You'll find something, you know? If you look hard enough, you'll always find something. So find it if you need it, you know, but do it on the positive side, not negative. You got the guy over here you got two guys on your shoulder. This guy's saying something good and this guy's over here saying something bad. Don't listen to the bad guy. You know, that's the wrong thing to do, you know. Listen only to the guy on this shoulder, right? The good guy. Because your brain will go crazy on you, you know. Don't let it. Discipline, man. That's why you guys are all good students. You got discipline. Okay, sorry, question?
I was gonna ask, which is the five skills would you say like the most important to teach like the little students? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like, wait, which of the five skills would you say are the most important to teach like beginners?
Yeah, good question. Which is the most important skill to teach beginners? I would say that the kicking is the most important thing. So the pass kick is probably the most important thing. The shot kick also, so they know there's a difference between the two. If it's a long pass or a hard shot, it's going to be a shooting kick. If it's an accurate pass, it should be a pass kick, you know. I like to differentiate between those two. Otherwise, the kid will think all he has to do is kick the ball. He's going to kick it the same way no matter what. So he's going to do both wrong. He's not going to do a proper passing kick, or he's not going to do a proper shooting kick, you know. So I would say kicking, plant foot right next to the ball, okay, for sure. That's very important. And I would say more like the pass kick, and especially, you know, doing the muscle memory and stuff like that too, right? Okay. Anything else? One more? Yes, sir.
I've seen like a few players like shoulder the ball. Is there any like rules for that?
That's a good question. I mean, it's probably a better question for an actual referee, you know, a high-level referee. But like I was showing you, the question is, what's the rule on some guys hitting it with their shoulder, right? Well, if it's way up here, you can chest trap. You'll see when you watch pros play and stuff, the ball come in and they can chest trap it that way, or chest trap it this way. Okay. So when the ball comes in like this and some guy's shouldering it like this, it's probably okay. Okay? As long as he's not like hitting his arm, his shoulder is probably okay. In here like this. Okay? Down here a little bit more like this. Nah, that's arm. Up here, still pretty much close to my torso. That's going to be a chest. That's an okay shoulder ball, as you call it. Shoulder. Okay? But yeah, and you see it all the time. Guys will flick it over to somebody like this, you know. Ball comes in, boom, hit it over this way. Chin down, don't forget that part. Okay. All right. Yes, sir.
Is there any way what the drills to be set up such that like driblings first, then passing, then shooting, and then scrimmage, or is it like this is based on the coach's preference?
Oh yeah, good question. So what's the best way to sort of have the practice organized by skills and then scrimmage, or what? And then he said he wants to come out and show the juggling. So did you say you wanted to come and show the juggling? Oh, that's what I heard your answer. No? That's not what he said? Okay, no, that's a good question. Just kidding you. So that's a good question. Okay. So I would say that you always want to do skills first, right? The passing stuff is a good idea. Make sure they know that they, you know, accentuate that again. Repeat, okay? So that they got it. Straight ahead like this. Pass kick, right? Straight ahead, pass kick, straight ahead, straight line, straight line, toe that way. Don't do this. Don't do this. Body over the ball like this, okay? Do that, go around the field like I said. That's a good thing. You can do some pass drills, okay? You can have a 2-on-1 pass drill. Okay, you guys are defenders, you try to score. Put a goalie in there. So 2-on-1, you know what that is? So two guys do a wall pass, it's called, you know. Pass to this, now I'll just explain that quickly. So if I got, yeah, come out here, this guy gonna show. Okay, so if I'm gonna do a wall pass, I got a 2-on-1. Us two are against the camera, okay? So what's gonna happen is, I wanna get around that camera somehow, that camera guy, right? So I'm trying to figure out now, should I go down and take it myself and score? Try to score? Or should I pass to him? Well, what happens if I pass to him, this defender, the camera guy, is gonna go like this, okay? Now the ball comes this way, suddenly his attention is going this way, okay? So he's looking over here like this. So now's my chance to go somewhere else and put him in a bad spot, in a dangerous position, okay? So yeah, there's the guy there. Okay, so I don't know if I should take him on or what I should do. So what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna do a wall pass. That's a way to try to score a goal and advance in attack, okay? I want him to be a wall. So if this guy over here is a brick wall, you know, he's a brick wall, right? If the ball bounces off a brick wall, where's it gonna go? Over there, right? Here's the bricks, like this. This angle, boom, boom, there it goes, okay? I'm gonna do a wall pass, okay? He's the wall, so I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go this way quickly, okay? Very quickly. So we went around that guy, okay? Just went around him, because when I passed the ball here, he started going like this. And it was just enough for me to get over there and for him to quickly give it back to me. It's a give and go in basketball, right? Give and go, it's called. Wall pass here, right? Same thing, really, okay? I forgot what was the question? Was that that was, okay. Yeah, scrimmage at the end. Different forms of scrimmage are good, you know. What else? There's one I'm missing. I'm trying to remember what the other scrimmage one is. Another variation of scrimmages that are a lot of fun. What's that? Say again?
Like King of the Court.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's like flying changes, kind of. Yeah, that's cool too. It's like whoever scores in the next team, you get scored on, next team comes in. Yeah, and then sometimes you don't ever let the kids pick their team. I don't like that. You know, you're the captain. Pick your team. No, that's shooting yourself in the foot because it's negative. I want the good guy. I'm picking him. No, I don't want him. You know what I mean? So you don't do that because you don't want to be the last kid picked, right? They're not all equal, that's for sure. But don't accentuate the fact, you know? Okay?
And that makes you guys pay attention to the players where equals. Well, you're not saying anything.
Oh, shoot. I don't know if this worked. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
What warm-up would you recommend?
Oh, good question. Okay, warm-ups. I like to do stretching for the kids, but I don't do knee bends. I think knee bends are bad. But I do like the idea of touching toes. Okay? I like this, you know, they move around. So, sort of like this, you know, with knees bent first, and then kind of, you know, try to do it without bending your knee, right? That kind of stuff. I get them to do knees up like this, you know. You pull your knee up, pull your knee, do backwards like this. Okay, you'll feel this one. Go ahead and do this now, right now, you guys. Go like this, you feel it up here in front? You do, huh? Yeah, not you with a knee issue. Okay, no more knee issue stuff. Don't do that again, please. ACL. Okay, run in place, you know. You can do some jogging. Now, one of the things I think is important too, a lot of kids don't like to run. For some reason, it's been negative to them. They watered the weed seed, and so they don't like to run, you know, even though they'd probably be good at it, okay? They'd probably be good at it, but they're not because they don't ever do it, okay? The negative is a problem. So I have them run around a little bit, you know, jog, easy jog, not a race, I tell them, not a race. And then You got these guys, now you got time to like race them around the goal. Okay. All right, we're gonna have a relay. If you put it in the terms of a relay, they like that because they're competitive against the other team. Okay. So now and there's team pressure too. There's their own team pressure. Hey, run fast, you know. Otherwise you look bad. So I say, okay, ready? Okay, you and you, ready, go. Okay, take off. Now they'll find out pretty fast some of them are not as good as others. So I don't like that part of it, but it's still okay. Because you could tell the guy, okay, ready, go. And then you, okay, ready, go. You know? So you don't have to have them go at the same time. So one guy's chasing the other guy, right? For his team. You guys are one team, you're the other team. There's the race. Okay. I like long ones, like, you know, from here that touch the fence. You got to go around that tree down there. See that tree out in front of those 2 Teslas? See that? Run around that tree. You guys got to run around that tree to the right, to the right. Don't let them hit each other. Anyway, okay, run back, and then you got to tag the next guy, and he takes off. Okay, and pretty soon they realize, yeah, they're running a lot, but they get used to it too. You know, if you don't do it, you're not used to it. It's hard, right? You want your team to be in good shape. So the other thing I do too is relays, short relays, like from that goal line to where you guys are standing. Okay, right there. And I have, you know, okay, you're on this team, you're on that team, you guys are over there. On your mark, it's set, blow the whistle, go, or go. And they have to run this way, 2 guys that way. They got to run back this way, fast, fast, fast. They keep going, 6, 7, 8 times each. Sprint, because it's a fast relay, quick, quick, quick on the short one, right? They do that. The short relay thing is really good, okay? Because they're pretty tired, but you know, welcome to soccer, you know. Average soccer player, they say, runs like 10 miles in a game. And big, I don't know if that's right. What is it, 10? Is that,
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Oh, that's for, no, man, whatever. I'm not even going there, 10 minutes. Okay. All right, whatever, we'll see. But anyway, so they need to be able to run, so I would have them do that too. A little bit, you know, do that. And then ball work and juggling every practice. What did he say? I said every practice. Juggling? Every practice. You want him to do that. And you want him to, like, this guy got up to 10, whatever it was. Pretty cool on almost his first try, right? So they can make those kids juggle a ball. I like it when every kid brings a ball to practice because it teaches them, you know, discipline on their own. They got to bring, don't forget your shoes, you know, stuff like that. And bring a ball. Try to bring a ball, okay? Make sure they're not using a size 5 if they're the young kids. They got to be the right size ball, okay? But juggling every practice. 5 minutes at least 5, you know, maybe more. But homework, good homework is juggling and muscle memory. Okay? Any questions? Maybe one time we could talk about a little bit of how to set up a team, you know, how to have, who's a defender, who's a forward, you know, stuff like that, how to set them up. That'd be fun. Goalie stuff. Okay, any other questions? Does somebody not have a question? Oh, I'm picking on you. Is that okay? All right, come up with a question, man. Anything. Well, it's the meaning of life, whatever you want. You know, how great are you, coach? That's another good one. Do I think what? Snake drill. Yeah. Oh, good question, actually. Yeah. Okay. So that was good. Another, very good, because dribbling is important too, right? I mean, I talked about kicking being the most important, but dribbling is important too. Keep the ball close under your torso. If they're kicking it out 3-4 yards ahead, that's not good. Okay. So yeah, I like the snake idea. In other words, what I like is the outside of the foot, inside, outside, inside, this way. From this line to that line, guys, and keep it close. Up, too far, too far. Keep it close to you. You kicked it too far in front of you. No. It's got to be close. Try to stay over the top of the ball. Right, left, outside, inside, outside of the foot, inside of the foot, outside, inside, back and forth. Okay? Good question, man. Good question. We didn't really highlight the dribbling as much. We probably should have. The good dribblers have the ball right underneath their feet. And it's good because now you know what, you got the ball, you can do something with it. I go this way, right? So that's a good thing. Okay, good. Good questions, everybody.
All right, thank you, guys.
Okay.
All right, great, good job.